Hello, and welcome to Junior Achievement of Tampa Bay's BizTown Virtual Teacher Training. This training will cover both the self-guided curriculum and the virtual simulation that you and your students will be using. We are so excited to have you participate in this program as we help students prepare to succeed in a global economy. Let's begin with a little bit about the program. The JA BizTown Experiential Experience encompasses important aspects of work readiness, entrepreneurship, and financial literacy, providing students with a solid foundation of business, economics, and free enterprise education. The program content also augments students' core curriculum in social studies, language arts, and mathematics. The students will be able to apply what they learned in the simulation that reflects real world decisions. The goal of this training is to get you more acquainted with the JA BizTown program, user management system, and go over the self guided curriculum your students will be utilizing in your classroom or at home. We will also share insights and best practices to ensure that your students have a successful learning experience using JA BizTown Adventures. The JA BizTown program has four components to it. The teacher training provides you with a better understanding of the self guided lessons and virtual simulation. The virtual curriculum provides the self guided lessons to teach the students everything they need to know in order to be successful during their virtual simulation. Next is the virtual simulation, JA BizTown Adventures, where the students put what they have learned to use. The program concludes with a post simulation wrap up, where the students will reflect on the program to determine their knowledge gained over the course of the program. Let's get started by looking at the JA BizTown Self-Guided Curriculum Overview. If you have your JA BizTown Self-Guided Curriculum Program Brief, this will be a great time to get it out and follow along. We will be talking through each unit in this overview. The educator expectations are to introduce the curriculum assignments to the students, schedule check-in points, and provide an opportunity for students to reflect and have discussions. The frequency of student-teacher engagement is flexible. Implementation can be accommodated whether students are in a remote, face-to-face, or hybrid learning environment. Before we go over each unit, let's understand the self-guided curriculum. The self-guided curriculum is a fully online learning experience that students can access in or outside the classroom. It can be found in the JA Connect learning platform. Student self-guided modules are self-paced and each one can be completed in 5 to 10 minutes. Each module features interactive screencasts, video, and fillable PDF activities. Students can download and save these activities and then submit them to you. The JA BizTown curriculum is comprised of four units, followed by the online simulation and the debriefing lesson. We will talk about each unit in a little bit more details in a few moments. The important thing to know is that each unit has a set number of modules and pre-recorded videos. As the instructor, you will choose how you would like to incorporate each module into your classroom schedule. Let's begin with Unit 1, Financial Literacy. During this unit, students identify common terms associated with banking and financial institution. They will explore the differences between checks, debit cards, credit cards, complete a deposit ticket, and maintain a transaction register. This unit consists of 11 narrated screencast modules and 2 volunteer pre-recorded videos. Let's move on to Unit 2, Community and Economy. During this unit, the students will be introduced to the concept of circular flow of money and goods in an economy. They will identify common terms associated with the community and economy while recognizing the importance of ethics in the community. This unit consists of 6 narrative screencast modules and 5 volunteer pre recorded videos. Unit 3, Work Readiness. During this unit, the students will learn about how their interests and skills can lead to exciting careers. They will have an opportunity to fill out a job application, and they will learn about resumes, job interviews, appropriate workplace behaviors, and how effective teamwork and cooperation can enhance business teams. This unit consists of 3 narrated screencast modules and 5 volunteer pre-recorded videos. Unit 4, Business Management. During this unit, the students will prepare for the JA BizTown simulation. They learn how costs associated with operating a business, selling price, revenue, profits, and inventory impacts business. Students learn about characteristics of effective advertising. This unit consists of 7 narrated screencast modules and 1 volunteer pre-recorded video. After all of the self-guided lessons, the next step is to participate in the JA BizTown simulation experience, either at the JA BizTown on-site facility, JA BizTown in a box, or online through JA BizTown Adventures. Lastly, Unit 5, Debriefing. During this unit, students will reflect on the activities that they have participated in during the simulation. Students will also have an opportunity to complete the program post-test to determine their knowledge gained over the course of the program. The self-guided lessons are housed in the user management system and the JA Connect learning platform. If you have your JA BizTown self-guided curriculum program brief, please turn to the UMS page and follow along. Let's look how you can access this site. Here we have the login view for the user management system or the UMS page. You will have access to the UMS page through access.ja.org. Each educator will create their own password to access the UMS. This personalized password is done through JA Engage. Instructions are located in your packet. Once your password is set up, you will click the Educator Student Volunteer button to log in using your email address and personalized password. The first time teachers log in, you will have to allow the system access and then agree to the privacy policy. After you log in, this will be your homepage. You will see your class associated with in the center. The UMS is linked to the JA Connect learning platform. This is where you will locate the self-guided curriculum. There is a link in the top left-hand corner that will take you directly to the JA Connect learning platform. Let's follow the link and I'll show you around. Here is your view of the JA Connect learning platform. This site is where you'll spend most of your time. On the left side, under My JA Courses, you will click on Capstone and a list of classes will appear. These will be the same classes that appear in the UMS. This is where you'll find the curriculum. First, we'll check out the curriculum by clicking on the classes. After choosing a class, you will be directed to this page. The left screen will show all the units and lessons that the students will complete prior to the simulation. Each simulation contains the following components: on-screen presentations with interactive and instructional content that takes about 5 to 10 minutes each, volunteer videos presented by national volunteers, each lasting about 2 to 3 minutes, and student activity pages. Students can download these PDF worksheets and submit as an assignment if you desire. The self-guided curriculum will automatically save where you leave off. As shown here, students and educators can sign out, and when you sign back in, it will show you what you have already completed and what you have not. Once students reach Unit 5 in the curriculum, contact me and I will provide you with the virtual simulation instructions. Let's take a few steps back and talk about the student access. Shown here once again, the UMS. Remember, the link for this is access.ja.org. Students will need to be uploaded into the UMS, but let's walk through it together. One thing to know is that you need to create an Excel sheet with the students' first and last names and email addresses if possible. JA staff will send out an Excel template for this step. When you are ready, you will first click the Edit button for your class. That will take you to the screen shown here. Select Enroll and choose Student. From there, you will click Import and choose the Excel file you created earlier with the students' first, last names, and email addresses. Once uploaded, be sure to click Finish Enrollment. If you do not, the students will not have been saved in the UMS. There is another way to enroll students, but I suggest using this method only if you have a few students who are not included in the original Excel sheet. You can type their first and last names of the students, as well as their email addresses, and click Enroll. Again, be sure to click Finish Enrollment before you close this pop-up window. Now to the subject I'm sure you're all wondering about. What happens if a student does not have a personal email address or they prefer not to be given out? It's okay. If the student does not provide you with the email address, the system will generate a fake one for you to provide to them. Each fake email address will look like these: jastudent.anumber@juniorachievement.org. And these fake email addresses will have the same password, capital P, password, 123 exclamation point. So when it comes to uploading students with no email addresses, here's what you should do. When you are creating an Excel sheet, simply leave the column for their email address blank. And if you are importing a few students at a time, simply check the box for no email. Now that we have covered where to access the curriculum and how to import students, we need to quickly discuss how to export students. They need to know their email addresses in order to sign in. If the students gave you their personal email addresses, they already have their username. But students who are using fake email addresses does not. So we're going to head back to the UMS home screen and click Edit. Then we're going to choose Export Students. This will prompt you to download an Excel sheet. When open, the Excel sheet will show you the student's name and their corresponding email addresses and username. You can then disperse this information to your students. If you prefer, there is a document to help you with this step. On the next page of your curriculum brief, you'll see a page for the Student Quick Start Guide. This document can be given to your students with instructions on how to log into the curriculum and what their login credentials are. Now that we have completed the virtual curriculum overview, let's review the JA BizTown online simulation, JA BizTown Adventures. JA BizTown Adventures follows the JA BizTown self-guided curriculum. It is a self-guided online experience that provides an alternative to our on-site simulation. It aligns with the curriculum, supports the Florida standards, and provides an experience at the student's pace. The educator will share a link provided by JA staff to the students, and it will open up to this start screen that asks them to sign in. If it's their first time, the students will select Create an Account and register themselves. The students will complete the sign up page and it will only be viewed by you. Please remember the students will use the same email as their self-guided curriculum email. The guide will be assisting the students in the beginning of their adventure. There will be sound in various parts of the adventure so they can read and follow along. Students will have 5 roles to choose from: CEO, CFO, Marketing Director, Sales Manager, and Consumer. They will have the capability of completing all 5 roles in any order. Each role is a different adventure, and each adventure is about 20 to 30 minutes long. They will have an opportunity to click on each adventure to read about it before continuing. The vocabulary words throughout the adventures will be highlighted. If the students click on the word, they can either read or listen to the definition. After selecting a job role they want, they will select a business that they would like to work for. Once they select a business, the students will get a pop up that will tell them more about the business. If they decide that that business is not who they would like to work for, they can go back to look at another business to determine who would they like to work for today. After selecting a business to work for, a video will pop up from the sponsor that welcomes the students to their new position. Students will see their name on their new business card reflecting their decision. Then they'll be introduced to their assistant, JA BizBot, for each adventure. The assistant will show the students their workspace as well as guide them through various choices and decisions they're going to be making. These are examples of questions students are asked related to the topic they are engaged in. In this case, it's based on a CEO role, but every role will have different questions. Students receive immediate feedback on responses to questions they are asked and are given an opportunity to try again when needed. Immediate feedback will typically explain why they are correct or how to re-evaluate the question. Another type of question is shown here. Students will answer a series of questions using the table provided. A fun video will appear about halfway through the adventure to give the students a break and make the experience fun. At the end of each adventure, the students are congratulated and will have the ability to download and print a certificate with their business. The certificate will reflect their role and business they worked for as well. From this point, they will be able to go back to the main menu and select a different role in the same business or in a different business. The students can complete multiple adventures in one day or just one adventure per day over the course of a week, however you deem fit in your class schedule. Now that you have watched the teacher training, the next step is to sign up for the virtual teacher training wrap up hosted through Zoom. If you are a Hillsborough County Public School teacher, please visit Ideas to sign up for one of the scheduled sessions, and the Zoom information will be shared with you at that point. All other teachers, please email me directly to sign up for a date, and I will give you the Zoom information through email. All right. I know that was a lot of information, but just remember that once you begin this process, you'll become more comfortable with it pretty quickly. Just remember to take a few steps at a time and reach out to your JA staff if you encounter any issues or have any questions. Write down my contact information on the screen and keep it somewhere safe for easy access. Thank you for taking your time out of your day to learn about JA BizTown self-guided curriculum and virtual simulation. Junior Achievement is so excited to roll out this virtual program, and we are looking forward to work with each of you to start this process.